Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to Press for Truth TV. Today is Thursday, June the 21st, 2012. It is the summer solstice today of 2012. Not so much that I pay too much attention to that sort of thing, but it is what it is. And today I wanted to talk a little bit about the whole concept of globalization in general and how a lot of the advancements towards this idea of a global community are often done incrementally through various trade deals. Now, we've documented this at great length in prior films like The Nation's Deathbed and United We Fall, both of which are available to download at the high-quality download section at pressfortruth.tv. And there you will see how we point out how this thing can be tracked way back as far as the late 40s, early 50s with the General Agreement on Trade and Tariffs. And an interesting point about a lot of the trade deals that have been made in the past 20 years or so is that they have all been made at the hands of individuals who have attended the annual Bilderberg conference. For example, Alan Gottlieb, the former Canadian ambassador to the US and Bilderberg member, was instrumental in signing the Free Trade Agreement. And then it wasn't too long after that that Jean Chrétien, also Bilderberg member, of course was instrumental in signing the North American Free Trade Agreement, which many Canadians now realize is, causing more harm than good. And then it was shortly after that that Bilderberg member Paul Martin signed the SPP, the Security and Prosperity Partnership. And I remember at the time that Paul Martin signed the SPP, we made such a big noise about it, held so many rallies and protests, made videos, made documentary films on it, that they basically were forced to completely rebrand the thing and drop the whole SPP name because of all the negative connotations that were now attached to it. And they eventually rebranded it under the North American Leaders Summit under Stephen Harper, yet again another member of the Bilderberg group. And so anyways, now here we are in 2012, and Stephen Harper, just now on the heels of the G20 summit, which was just held a few days ago in Mexico, has just made the announcement that Canada has signed on to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, trade deal between North America and Europe. This, no doubt, is the biggest trade deal that we've seen in at least the last 20 years, and it is certainly selling out the sovereignty of Canadians just like every other incremental trade deal has done. And there are a number of examples that show just why this is not going to be beneficial to the Canadian people. And one small example is in the case with engaging in agricultural trade. We here in Canada have relatively high standards in regards to how much pesticides that we use on our fruits and vegetables, Canadian farmers here. So in order to engage in these trade deals, they will often have to harmonize these standards. And we got to remember, they often use words like harmonize and trade and partnership, these things that sound good, sound beneficial, but they're really just Orwellian doublespeak words that mean the complete opposite. And as in with the case of pesticide use on our fruits and vegetables, no doubt the countries that we are engaging in trade with are not going to have to raise their standards, but indeed it'll be the exact opposite, where Canada will have to lower our standards in order to harmonize things that we can, so that we can trade in this way. And Stephen Harper made a joke about that a few years back when people pointed out that concern under the SPP, and he made the joke that, jelly bean production in Canada and the US is very, very different. And he says, if we harmonize, standardize the jelly bean production across the board, is that going to mean the loss of Canadian sovereignty? I don't think so. And so he made a little joke about it in regards to harmonizing jelly bean production. Meanwhile, the truth of the matter is that this will play into the larger business of trade with all of our fruits and vegetables. And again, we'll have to lower our standards. And also, as you may or may not know, in the NAFTA agreement, there is a clause in there that would allow foreign corporations to sue the Canadian government if it puts in safeguards, if it does not agree to go along with the deal. They can sue the Canadian government for blocking their trade deals, I guess you could say. So again, this is just another huge advancement towards the globalization, moving us towards a more global community and eventual one world government. Again, these things have to be done incrementally, and no doubt this new TPP deal is going to be not good for the Canadian people whatsoever. So I wanted to bring that to your attention today, that this is going on. Again, this was just announced a few days ago. And so I'll put a link in the description to a website, an article that I found that has a lot of good information on the Trans-Pacific Partnership and what it will potentially mean for you. So if you want to learn a little bit more about that today, check out the link in the description. And anyways, that is all for today, everyone. I want to thank you once again for tuning in, and I will see you right back here tomorrow at pressfortruth.tv.